I have always been fascinated about how technology can solve problems. I'm live with Nexus Tech Talk. Hi, my name is Daniel, my follow Adegoke, and I'm a full stack web developer and also a software engineering student at the European University of Lefke. I really enjoy building products that are both functional and visually engaging, like products that people love using. I've worked with companies like Technolink, Osbo, MCP. I also founded my own company. It's called Inscribe. It's a an AI powered note taking application that allows people to take notes on the web. I've always been fascinated about how technology can solve problems. How writing a few lines of code can create something that people would actually use and enjoy. And so that's what has inspired me to be a software developer today. Ever since when I built my first web application, I built my first program in C when I was a student back in high school. It inspired me a great deal to see how the lines of code I wrote could create programs that actually solves problems. And so coding to me is like a superpower that I can use to solve problems in today's world. One of my biggest challenges as a software developer, and specifically as a full stack web developer, has been integration. I mean, every web developer out there who has had some experience building scalable web applications with both front end and back end would have faced this challenge. And yeah, integration used to be a pain in the leg for me. But over time, I've learned to break problems into smaller parts, use modular architecture, and rely on testing, more on testing and version control like GitHub. And that shift has really helped me turn that weakness into a strength. Because now I can say that I'm way more proficient when it comes to integration and even integration testing. Project I'm proud of one of them is Inscribe. I have a bias to Inscribe because it's my personal product. It's my startup with product. I built it from scratch. Actually started as a side project, and now I have over 4,000 installs across Edge and Chrome and over 1,000 weekly users. So yeah, Inscribe is project I'm really proud of. I'm also proud of Culture Capsule. Culture Capsule is a web application that I and my friends built to preserve the culture of North Cyprus. As I said earlier, I'm a student in the European University of Lefke, and so we decided to build something to preserve the culture of the locals. Culture Capsule ranked among the top 15 applications, top 20 applications out of over 5,000 applications in Technofest in North Cyprus 2025. That's what really makes me proud of having contributed to Culture Capsule. Next few years, I see myself growing into a senior developer, whether niching in full stack development or front end development or just generally software development. I see myself working on large scale, big impact projects. And then personally, I also see Inscribe scaling up to have thousands, even maybe even millions of users someday. Ultimately, the goal for me is to keep learning, to keep improving, to keep solving problems, to keep making an impact. I specialize mostly in front end and full stack web development. I also dabble in robotics. I have written code in OpenSCAD. Recently, I and my friends built an RC car. I was the designer. I designed the parts of the car using OpenSCAD. And this car, yeah, it ranked like top 15 out of 10,000 teams in Technofest 2025 at Istanbul. We actually traveled to Istanbul for that project. Anyway, so I see myself as not just one who specializes in one aspect of software development. I see myself as someone who is kind of broad. I worked in front end development, in back end development, in full stack core development, and just generally, like in this case, I've also worked as a 3D designer. Yeah, so I see myself as someone who specializes in a lot of these different aspects of software development. I'm live with Nexus Tech Talk.